How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bill, and in today's video we have just a real quick video of an update to the rear. I've had these Molle panels back here. I got this bag and it's got my winch and stuff in there. Now I put a little just Harbor Freight hatchet on there, and got that thing fire extinguisher. One thing missing was a medicine cabinet, not a medicine cabinet, but a first aid kit. And so what I did is picked up this other little Molle panel. I've seen a couple of people have these. I got this through BuckYourBronco. Met him out when we were out in Tennessee for Bronco Stampede. Hung out with him a little bit. Really awesome guy. So picked this up from him, and we're just going to go ahead and install that. It doesn't normally have this Molle. This is just the backing for the first aid kit. So he's got almost the same exact first aid kit available too. I already had this one, so I didn't order the one he had, but I think it's almost the exact same kit. But it has this Velcro bag that attaches, and then you can just rip it off so you don't have to worry about taking the whole thing out. And I figured it would be a whole lot easier to get those snapped and on there with this thing off than it would be once it's on. Well, running out of daylight, but I think we shouldn't take that long. Now to pull this off, you just want to pull from the inside. There's clips on that side. If you try to pull it from that way, they will break. Be able to get that started and pull that out. And then, yeah, I already broke one of those clips, but then there's two clips normally that go on there, and then this should just slide into its place. Now you go like that. So not quite as fancy as the Mountains Metal medicine cabinet that we installed on Matt's, but still makes good use of this area by turning that. And I guess technically I could probably get that to stick to here, but I like the idea of the metal a little bit sturdier, and built-in bottle opener just in case you need it while you're out camping. But yeah, the instructions seem pretty simple. It comes with instructions, 10 steps, which we've already done the first step. Next thing, we need to install these, and we're gonna snap in there like so. You could probably put them in that way, but they wouldn't snap, so put them in this way so they snap in, and then we can slide them up and down to get them into the position that we need. And then we just slide this into place. Now, just like before, there is a piece there. Should be able to just slide that on, and then we'll put the screws in where they belong. I'll set you down over here while I do this. Should just put that in there and start the screw. Screw. Apparently that screw's not lining up. That's going to come down a little bit still. Let me grab it's got to slide this middle one down a little bit. Alright, and just snug that down. Don't want to get them too tight because they're just screwing into those plastics and kind of expanding them. So that's on there, nice and sturdy. If you needed to, you could loosen these up to slide that on, but it was already on there good, so I think that part's good. Now, next part are these little hooks. Now, if you want to use these hooks to hang stuff from, they include these. Getting dark and hard to see. Let's see. Put that up against the yellow, make it a little easier to see. They include these little hooks and some extra screws. Basically, you put the screw through. Yeah, let's do one. see what I'm talking about. And you just put the screw through. So then if you wanted to use these hooks, you just push this back through any of these slots, like so, turn it, and then it'll lock it in there, and then you just tighten that up. So then you'd have these hooks. I'm not going to use any of these. I'll keep them just in case, but like I said, I'm just using it for this. And get that snap back in there. I mean, that's it. It's just insert those 3 plastic clips, put screws in there and tighten them down, and it's done. They said you could do the additional hooks. They included 3 hooks, it looks like. Or like I said, I have this, which I just had the Velcro on there. So now this bag should just snap right in, buckles. So then, now if I ever need my first aid kit, I can just unbuckle it and rip it off and go. So cool little addition. I said quick simple video. Thanks to BuckYourBronco. Check out his stuff. He makes some BYOD rails and stuff, and it's got some cool little additions like this back here. Like I said, I'm willing to bet it's the same exact first aid kit as this that he sells. If you wanted to do that, I was going to put my fire extinguisher back here, and I had this up here, but with the amount that I have, I couldn't get it to work, so I just put that on the roll bar and then putting this back here. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that quick little video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. If you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.